Hey guys, Shadney back, and I have a product share for the new release, which goes down, or which will be in the shop today. Today's April 1st, so it is not an April Fool's. There will be new stuff in the shop today. So, I always say we're going to go through this really quickly, and I'm going to try to, but we always know really quickly ends up being a really long time. So, really quickly might not be very quickly. This release, I do have a good amount of wood veneer, but I don't have as much as I usually do. But mostly I have wood veneer, I have epoxies, I have a handful of new like retail kind of things, like things I didn't specifically make, but I ordered and packaged. And then I have a crap ton of stencils. So I'm going to go through and show you. I'm kind of a little bit obsessed with stencils right now. So I ordered a couple new Distress Oxides, and then I ordered enough brushes so I have a brush for each of my Distress Oxides. So I'm like all about the stencils right now. Oh, I forgot to clean this one. I used it for something. But the first one I'll show you. I'll go through all the stencils first. The first one, and I haven't cleaned this one because I used it, is a macaroni and cheese. It's a mini. So if you've not looked in the shop before, I have two sizes of stencils. I have a mini, which is this size. It's a little bit smaller than 3x4. This is a 3x4. So it's like 2 3/4 by 3.5, I think is what the size is. It's something like that. But it's like about a 3x4. And then the other size is this size, which is a little under 6x6. It's like 5.5 by 5.5, I think. But they make it where the way I store my stencils is in one of these mini binders, and they're just, I don't want to get it on that. It's just one I ordered mine on Amazon, but usually you can get them at Walmart or anything, especially around back to school time. They'll have stuff like this, but I ordered mine on Amazon, and I can link down below. When I order my binders, I order them in packs of 4, I think, for like $20. They're expensive just because the size difference. They're not going to be the same price as like a regular binder, but when you buy them in multiple packs, it makes them cheaper. So I buy a pack of 4, and they're like $20, I think. And then I buy a bundle. I have a big bundle of like 200, I think, of the mini page protectors. So these are 5.5 by 8.5. So it's basically, if you take an 8.5 by 11 and cut it in half, it's 5.5 by 8.5. And then those stencils fit perfectly in there. So that is how I store my stencils. The other thing I use them for, I don't know where it is right now. If I'm working on an album, like a vacation album or something, like I'm working on my brother and sister-in-law's one of their vacations, their like most recent vacation. I'm doing an album for them, and in order to sort out my photos and stuff, I've been putting them in this size page protectors, which is really handy. And then see, like this was one of them. It was like this, and then all this was in there, and it actually fits in a 12 by 12. Sorry, this is not what this video is supposed to be about. Anyways, okay, so we're gonna go through stencils. So the first stencil is the mac and cheese stencil. It's a mini, the mini size here, and I have the layout I did for it. It's actually for their album, for their vacation album. And so you can see I used the macaroni and cheese stencil, and then I used the macaroni and cheese wood veneer set, and then some hearts and some heart stickers and just a little bit of everything. So anyways, mac and cheese stencil. I have several layouts I'm actually going to show you today, because a couple of these epoxy sets I've already used a couple of them, because anyways, I'll explain it in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to pull all these stencils out. Oh, and I'm going to spill things. A couple of them come with, I can't pick it up off the floor. So sorry, I have one of those plastic things on the floor for my rolly chair, and so I couldn't get the Mylar from the stencil to pick up. Okay, so mini stencils. I kind of went a little crazy with the stencils, but I wanted to get some basics, and then there's a couple I've had on my mind for a little while that I wanted to get done. I'm gonna pull this out because you could see a little better. That I wanted to get done for stuff I wanted to do, like the macaroni and cheese stencil. But there's a couple of like builder stencils, and I'll show you those in a second. The first one is the tire tracks. So this is done so that you can you can piece it together and build like tire tracks across your page. So there's that. The next one, okay, sorry, I have to show you this one at the same time. Maybe if I can find it. Okay, so this is called, and I'll pull this one out too actually. So this is in the regular size stencils. This is called the Offset Large Circle Stencil. Large Polka Dot Circle, no. Offset Large Polka Dot Stencil, that. There's another stencil in here that's large polka dots, but it's like this, and these are larger than those polka dots. So there's that one, but that one's just the large polka dots. This is regular large polka dots. This is the Offset Large Polka Dot Stencil. So this one by itself is just a polka dot. It's fine. But I have two that coordinate with it, and I'm going to do a couple more that coordinate with it because I want to do a basketball one and maybe a tennis one. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. But there's a couple more that I want to go with it. This is a mini stencil, and it is a flower builder. So it has the polka dot, which is the exact same polka dot as those polka dots. And then it has the flower. So the idea is you can do your circle in yellow, and then you go over it and you can do it in whatever color. I mean, you could do either color. It doesn't matter. But then you can go and do whatever color you want. The other idea is that this stencil you can do on your background, and then you could go in and just do a couple flowers around some of these circles, just to give it some variety. So that is the mini stencil, and it coordinates with this one. The other one that coordinates with this one is the baseball stitching. And so it, sorry, it lays perfectly over, and or actually you could see it better this way. So you would go in and do whatever color you want for your polka dots, and then you'd layer this over it and do this one, and then you'd have stitching lines so they would look like baseballs. So you honestly, you could even do like go in and do yellow and then do red stitching, and you could have softballs as well. So those are two different ones. All three of these will come separately, but if this one or this one, if you want to use it with the polka dot, you have to purchase the polka dot separately. So there's that. And I'll but if I can remember, I will try to link this stencil in each of these whenever they get uploaded. So there's that. Oh, sorry. I'm like all over the place. So these are the ones we've already looked at. I'm gonna set them aside over here. My desk is completely a total disaster right now because I've scrapbooked, but I've also like working on packaging stuff, and I've been peeling stuff, and like there's a little bit of everything everywhere. It's a disaster. Okay. So this next one is the Ants Trail stencil, and same with the tires. You can lay them out to make ant trails, and you can, you'd have to clean it off to do it one side to the other, but you could turn it over to make it where it like trails along, or you can just do arcs where it would just arc around. So that is the Ants Trail stencil, mini stencil. There's also, I'm going to show you these two first. There's also the Footprints mini stencil, which would go really well with some of the Harry Potter stuff, to make for like the, oh, I can't remember the word, the map, I can't remember the word. It starts with an M. I solemnly swear I'm up to no good. Anyways, you can, that would be make for an awesome background, but that would just be good for anything. You could use it for, oh, what's the thing that everyone does? Where you get locked in to the places and then you have to try to find your way out. escape rooms. It would be great for escape room pictures because it would look like footprints, like clues and stuff. Anyways, so there's that. Then not the last, but then the next one is, and this one I forgot to mention, is a trail one, like the ants and the tire tracks, where you can use it to make trails. And again, you can flip it either direction. You just have to make sure you wipe it off if you flip it over after you've used it. The next one is the paw print trail. And this one doesn't curve. This one's just a straight line. I mean, you could kind of make it curve if you wanted to, but it is mostly a straight line. But yeah, so there's that. And then the last mini stencil for this set, this round, is the bunny peeps. And so the idea is you have two different sizes. You can make your peep, and then it's got the little face that you can go over and add your little face. But in this, you'll also receive, you'll receive the cutouts for it. I'm so sorry, I'm tired. You'll receive the cutouts for it because I thought it would be kind of cool that you could trace it and use it like a stencil to cut. Like you could trace it on your pattern paper and cut little peep shapes. So there is that. Okay, the next ones are the big ones. I'm going to go ahead and show you these weird ones because there's videos to explain how to use them, and then I'll show you the rest of the stuff. So the first two, these are called Wreath Builder stencils. So there's a butterfly one and a star one, and both of these I've already used, so they look a little dirty, like I didn't get all the ink off of it. Anyways, so it's a Wreath Builder stencil. So the idea is that you would mark your exact center of your page, and then your arrow would line up exactly with that dot, and then you would fill it in and then move it, fill it in, move it, till you get all the way around, and it would build a wreath. I have a video that will be linked down below that shows you how to use these exactly. Like I go step through step and show you exactly, like actually do it and show you. So this is the one I used for the star stencil. And I used some of these epoxies are from one of the new sets. That are all stars and hearts, but I think I lost it, the rest of them, because they're not over here. I don't know where the rest of them are. Okay, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so I used that star stencil to stencil that background. So, and I'll show you, I don't go through the whole layout, but I'll show you how I do the background for this layout. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. But in the link below, I will link the video to show you how to do the background for that. And then also here is the butterfly one, and I'll show you how to do the background for that. It's the same idea. And so there are those. The next one is called the full-size Starburst stencil. It's a mouthful. You get 4 pieces in it. You get stencil 1 and stencil 2, and then you get the cutouts for those 2 pieces. So basically what it is, it helps you build a starburst on your layout. This first one, stencil 1, your center point will line up with your center point. Again, all of this will be explained better in the video, and I'll go through step by step and show you actually how to do it. But I just wanted to give a really quick rundown. The dash lines show you exactly, like if you lined these up around, it shows you exactly how to space them out, where you get 16, I think. You get 16 rays, or like starburst strips, whatever you want to call them. And then stencil 2 basically makes it to where you can make it full size. So if you started at 6 inches, you could go all the way out here to make it all the way, and it goes like that. So you could go all the way to 12. So essentially what you would do is you would fill in most of this. You wouldn't go all the way to the corner. You just fill in most of this, and then you would line up those circles, hold your paper and remove that, and then fill in the rest. And And then you have these ones if you wanted to use to line them up and draw like your rays out of paper and cut them out into strips and do it that way. Or if you wanted to use this to like extra wide the spacing, so instead of inking like that far apart, you would go all the way to that dash line, and that would give you 2 spaces between to move around. So anyways, there again in the video, I'll link the video below and it will explain exactly how to use this. This is the layout that I used to create that. I used that to create. Yeah. And this is the layout I'll show you how to do. I do it in the, what's it called? I do this layout in the video. I mean, not the whole layout, but the background. And the other thing is, with the stencils, because, I mean, they're not super thin. They're pretty good quality stencils, but they're thin enough that if I, like this one right here, I did this, and then I layered another stencil over top of it, and then did it, and that's how I got it where it's, you've got the distinct lines, but it's all polka dots instead of the solid. So that's kind of cool. And then I used these guys to do these stripes. Where is it? Like right there. So, and then with my pen. So there is that. And again, that will be in the video that's linked below. It'll show you how to do all of the Starburst parts. Okay, that is the only ones that need extra explanation. The rest of these are just simple. So the next one is the Spotlight Starburst. The idea is that you could do it on the background and then it gives you like a spotlight. I designed this to make India's thank you cards for her birthday, which we're still not done with. It's kind of hard to get her just to sit down and do it, but I have a plan. I just have to execute it. But the idea is, like on the cards, what I did was I did this on the background, and then I had a little thank you cut out that I cut on, they're like little crowns that say thank you, and I used that, and that was all it was on the cover, was this with the little thank you. So it'd be like this, and then you stick like after it's inked and dry, you'd stick something in the middle. So it'd be like a spotlight for that item, but it could make a really cool background. You could do whatever with it. It doesn't have to be used that way. That's just why I made it. And honestly, I wasn't going to make it for the shop. I was just making it for her thank you cards, but I thought it was kind of cool, so we went ahead and did it. The next one is the Dahlia Mandala, because they look like dahlia flowers or flower petals, whatever, but it's just a mandala. And just, yeah. The next one is the basket weave, which is kind of cool. It's just in time for Easter. But I thought that would be kind of fun, especially if you did it, you could do it across the bottom. The way it's designed to, it can repeat very easily. But you could do it across the bottom and then do like grass sticking up and eggs and then your photos. I think would be really cute to make it look like it's a basket and then do like a handle or something. So there is that one. The next one is the brick, and this one, it's, again, it would be very easy to match up and go across. It wouldn't go directly across because the way they would lock together, it would like, so it would like, so like these, you would have to like fit it together so it would go down one space, if that makes sense. It's hard to explain unless you see it, but I'm sure I'll use it at some point in the future on a layout and you can see. This one is the 90, how'd I word it? Because I didn't really know how to describe it, but 90-degree angle pattern stencil. Yes. So it was just a cool, like kind of wonky pattern. So, but I think it would, especially if you did it like diamond shaped, like diagonally, it would be kind of cool as a background as well. There are small plus signs. They're just small plus signs. They're kind of rounded, so they're not super squared off. but it'd just be a nice texture in the background. Okay, this one's cool, and again, you get the stencil and the negative space for this one. This, okay, what was it called? It's the Sea Coral, wonky sea coral or something like that. Something about sea coral. But I thought it kind of reminded me of sea coral, so I didn't really know. I don't know. It was just a weird wonky shape. It is a little more delicate because like this whole piece, it doesn't have another holding spot to the edge. So it is a little more delicate. So when you do it, you're going to have to be more careful about where you hold it down, and you can't like just go really quickly over it. You'll have to be more delicate to do it, especially if you use the negative space. But I don't know why, I just thought the negative space was cool in case you wanted to do something with it, to stencil around it or whatever. So there is that. I haven't used it yet, so we'll see how that goes. Again, it is very delicate, so it will be like, it'll be a harder to use one. It's not, if you are just starting out, I probably wouldn't use this, just because I don't know. It's just going to take a lot of hands to hold stuff, and you're going to get messy. So there's that. This is the reverse polka dot stencil, or reverse, I think it's reverse polka dot, yeah. But it looks like, because these look like polka dots, so it's like it fills in the background, and then when you pull it up, it'll make the background look like the background paper is polka dotted, if that makes sense. The next one is the rainbow scales, or scaled rainbows, or something like that. It's, oh, scalloped, not scales, blah, scalloped rainbows. So they're little rainbows, but they looked scalloped. And this is another one that will fit together to make a whole pattern if you wanted to piece it to make a pattern out of it. This one is another one you get the negative space for. Another one that is also very delicate, but it's kind of cool. You'll get both pieces, but it's the triple speech bubble. Is that what it's called? So when you go in, if you ink, you're gonna have to be very careful about holding this piece and that piece down because they are thin. But the idea is, this would make a really good, I'm trying to think of how to explain it. If you did it on the background, it would be a great place to put a big title, or you could put like one big title and then do journaling. It would also be kind of cool just to do it and then like layer, I don't have a photo here, and then like layer your photo over, and you'd see it like peeking out from the edge. But I think if you did it like that, and then did a big title, and then did all your journaling, would be really cool. Actually, you could do it like that so that it looked like it was coming out of the photo or something. Anyways, so, and this is another one like the, what was the one I was talking about before? The bunny peeps, where you could use it and trace it and then cut it out and use it out of paper instead of actually just inking it or whatever. So that one's kind of cool. I haven't used it again, but I'm excited to. I really just want to use it for like a giant title that's like lots of words. So the next one is, one of my design team requested a dragonfly one, and it was kind of overwhelming. Like I was trying to design one with just dragonflies, and I didn't like how it looked. It just looked weird because it looked like I was trying to fit them together too much, and it just bothered me, so I scrapped it. This one, it's like the dragonfly and floral stencil or something like that, but it's got all the different flowers, but it's got dragonflies mixed in with it. So you still get the dragonflies, but it's a little more versatile, where you don't have to just use it for dragonflies, but you could use it just for a nice floral background, and they don't look all wonky like you're trying to piece them together like a puzzle. So this one, the way it's done, it doesn't have a distinct pattern to match up, but because it's all sprinkly, it'll be easy to match up if you wanted to do it across your background. The next one is the whimsical butterflies. Just like that one, it'll be easy to piece together because it is whimsical, but it's not going to have a distinct pattern that it follows. But it's just got all different butterflies. And another one that was a request from the design team. The next one is the Tiny Dots stencil, and this one's sort of fun. This is the one I used on this one when I did that, and I just did it this direction so that they weren't like, I don't know, I thought it looked better that way. So that is the Tiny Dots, not Tiny Dots, small circles or something like that stencil. This one is a chain link fence stencil, and you don't have to use it as a chain link fence. It could just be a cool like Moroccan tile background, but it reminded me of a chain link fence, so that's why I titled it that way. The next one is, this was one I wanted to do at Valentine's Day and I just didn't get it finished, but it is the Hearts Garland, and this one is designed so that it perfectly matches up. So when you line it up next to, if you inked here and then moved it over, here, let me show you. I'm going to do it on this. So if you go in like this and you ink, sorry, this would probably be faster if I inked it, but this is going to be easier to explain. So if I go like that and I ink all this, then when you go to move it over, it will match up just like it would. I'm just doing this quickly. So it matches up where, there. So it matches up. So it makes the same pattern. So you can pattern it all the way across and they would line up exactly the same way. That's hard to explain without actually seeing it done, but I can show you on a different layout at another time. Then the last stencil for this is, we're already at 30 minutes. I've only got through the stencils. Oh my gosh. The last stencil is the Bunnies and Eggs repeated pattern. I just thought it'd be kind of fun for Easter, just bunnies and eggs. So nothing super duper crazy. Okay, the next round of stuff, I'm going to show you the retail kind of stuff because these are so cute, and so I'm so excited. I've wanted these for a long time. I ordered them a long time ago, and then, okay, so back last summer, I got kind of burnt on the place I was ordering from because I ordered all this stuff for retail that I was so excited about. I was going to do this whole like Disney theme thing, like a whole big set, and I got so excited and I ordered all this stuff. I mean, like probably $600 worth of product, which doesn't, for most retailers that wouldn't be a lot, but for somebody who's a small shop that I don't do retail, that was a huge investment. And for some reason, instead of it getting shipped, because it was getting shipped from China, instead of getting shipped to Oklahoma City, where I live in Cleveland County, Oklahoma City, it got shipped to Cleveland, Ohio, to my address, but in Cleveland, Ohio, which was nothing. So it wasn't delivered. It was like, I Googled it and everything. It was an empty field. I called all the post offices, everything. It was a whole disaster. I lost hundreds of dollars. Some of it I got refunded because of their mistake, but some of the sellers did not refund my money. So I just lost it. So I didn't order any product for a long time from them. And so I've just recently started doing that this year. Again, it was like 6 months of not ordering stuff because I lost a lot of money. And anyways, so on to now. I started ordering product. I was very careful to make sure all my addresses were correct. I've been just ordering a little bit at a time so that I didn't have a whole lot of money invested without getting any product in. So I feel like it's safe again to do it, but for whatever reason, it's working now and it didn't work last year. So this first one is these little puffy butterflies. They're just very lightly puffy. They're only about They're about the thickness of the wood veneer. They're not super thick and puffy. They're very thin. But they are just fabric. You can see the fabric. Polka dotted butterflies. So you get 3 of each color, and there's 5 colors. So like if you order one package, no, there's 4 oh, why did I think there was 5 colors? Okay, I'll go in. I've got to go in. I have to make a note. So okay, I have to make a note to go alter my my listing. Sorry, in my head, no, there's 5 because I thought there was blue ones. Oh, there is 5. Never mind. I'm throwing this sticky note away. There are 5 colors. There's this blue periwinkle color, but I already used it on a layout, and that's why it's not in my package. But in your package, you'll receive. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. In your package, you get 3 of each color in 5 colors. This is one of the colors. So you get orange, pink, green, yellow, and this periwinkle, like purpley blue. So you get 15 total, even though right here it looks like 12. It's because you get 15. You get periwinkle too. So there are those. Oh my gosh, I should not be doing this today, but I have to get it done. Okay. Sorry guys, this is crazy. Okay, the next ones are butterflies, are these lacy butterflies, and they're so pretty and delicate. And I couldn't decide on one color because I thought just white, and then I was like, oh, but like that periwinkle kind of color, that would be pretty, or like a pink. Anyway, so I just did a little bit of every color. So you get 8 butterflies, 8 colors. You get 1 of each color. And they're just these nice little lacy butterflies. But they would be cute just by themselves. They would be good layering pieces. Oh, you know what would be cute? If you did this. Hold on, where is I can't find a flare. I need a flare. I need like, hold on. Okay, sorry. We're gonna pull out a random flare. This says just visiting, but if you did that and then did like a little flare or epoxy flare, these are Scrap and Happy Studio epoxy flare. These are all my my camping trip ones that I've saved. Oh, because I have camping photos. We went camping with my brother, his family, my mom, my sister, and my other brother. And anyways, I have camping photos. I've never scrapbooked from years. I mean, it was years ago, like 2018 or 2019, I think. Anyway, so that would, oh, I left that out. That would be cute. These would also be cute if you did paper and then layered it over the paper. Anyways, so those are those butterflies. So in one package you get 8, but you get 1 of each color. And they are bigger than these ones. They're significantly bigger. Oh, they would be kind of cute layered together. Like if you did a lace one and then one of these over top, that would be cute. Anyways, oh, these would also be good with the butterfly bodies, but I don't know where my butterfly bodies are. Hold on. Sorry. You guys should be used to my crazy. It's fine. So if you did that and then did one of the wood butterfly bodies or the tiny one, that's the medium size. This one's the tiny one. The tiny one would probably be better. Yeah, like that. Wouldn't that be cute? Okay. These are also in the shop. These were from last month, I think. But they're butterfly bodies. The idea for those is that you would cut out paper butterflies and then use those as the bodies. But that is, yeah. The next one are these leaves, and these are just a sage colored. They're fabric, but they're like, I don't know what kind of fabric to explain it as. They're like, I don't know. They're like a thick textured velvet or something, but they're pressed, like heat pressed, leaves. So you get, is it 12, 3, 6, 9, 12? Yeah, you get 12 in a package. But they would be great if you did, especially if you did paper flowers, and then just tuck these in for just a little added texture. Those would be super fun. So there's those. And then we also have gold metal leaves. And these you get 6, there's 2 different sizes. There's these larger ones and then there's these smaller ones, because I couldn't decide on a size without seeing them in person. So I just ordered both sizes because I wasn't sure which would be better. But the larger ones would be good for like big giant flowers, and these would be better for like smaller little clusters. But you get 6 of each size in one package, and they are metal. So if you have a lot of moisture or humidity in your area, these will probably rust in your album. Just FYI. I mean, I don't know for sure. I haven't used them yet, but I just know people have issues with like their metal flare rusting in their layouts in places that are more humid. So that is a possibility, just FYI. But I've not had that happen here in Oklahoma, but I've heard other places, like along the coast especially, that they do things like that. So there are those. Oh, I lost my other ones. Where did I put those? So there's these. These are little resin hearts, and they're black and white striped. And so you get 9, I think, in a package. And then I have rainbow ones, but I don't know where my rainbow ones are, because I took them out to use them on a layout, and then I never used them on the layout. Oh, there's some more of these. Oh, there they are. Okay. Sorry, when I scrapped the other day for those pages, I made a giant mess and I couldn't find them. So these are the rainbow ones, and they're super cute. So again, you get 9 in a package. There's those. Only one sequin mix this month because I did a lot of sequins last month. Okay, this one is kind of wild and crazy and all over the place, but there's like party hats in there. There's a handful of stars in there. There's not very many stars, but there's a handful of stars in there. And then lime green, turquoise, that fluorescent-y pink, like a red color, and then silver and gold as well. And so anyways, India designed this mix. She got to pick out her favorite ones out of all my sequins. I have a ton of sequins, guys. I went a little crazy and ordered like over $100 worth of sequins not that long ago. So on top of what I already had, I got a whole lot more. So yeah, I have way too many. I have like a big tote full of sequins. So she went through and picked all her favorites, and we made this mix. I didn't add very many at a time to it. Like whenever I do it in a baggie, and then add a little bit at a time until I like the mix, and then I'll divide it into these smaller bags with my teaspoon. And when I was doing it with India, I didn't add a whole lot of each at a time because I wasn't sure how many she was actually going to pick. So there's only, I think, 7. Usually when I do these, I can get about 10 to 15 out of each. And for this one, I think there's only like 7. So if it's one you want, it's called India's Birthday Sprinkles, I think, or sequins, not sprinkles. India's Birthday Sequins, because they have party hats, so I thought it kind of worked for birthday. But I used this one on this one because this was like the colors were kind of all over the place. So you can see like the red and that, the little blue ones, there's gold ones. So it's just all sprinkled in. I didn't use any of the hexagon ones that are in here on this, but they'll be good for like a shaker pocket or something. So there's that. Epoxies. Okay, I'm just going to leave them in the baggies. This one is the cruise mix. So you have like a little blue cruise driver, captain, sorry, an orange vest, a scuba mask and thing. You have a pink cruise driver, the wheel, the cruise ship, anchor, a live preserver, and a little luggage suitcase. The next one is the money one, and this is all 10 of, in each epoxy package you can get either epoxies or the wood buttons. The wood buttons are like these, but they're set inside the wood buttons, so like that. It gives them a little bit more dimension and a little bit more bulk, but I think it gives it another, it just gives it another texture, which is kind of cool. They're just all money, so all 10 of them are the same. The next one is the hearts and stars, and they are the hearts and stars in the travel colors. So all the travel ones that I have for this round are in this color scheme, and I used some of the hearts on the page already, so there's what's left of them. The next is the geotags. Oh, sorry, geotags. So again, in the travel colors, so you get 2 of each color. This one is just the travel epoxies. So you have a cruise ship, some suitcases, 2 with it's like a geotag, and then like a trail, and then another geotag to show like a trip. An airplane, a little yellow car, which could just be like a rental car or a road trip car, or I did it yellow so that you could use it as a taxi if you wanted to, but you don't have to. There's a little RV, and then a couple more little suitcases. This one is the swimsuit set. So each set comes with 10, like in all the epoxies and stuff. Each set comes with 10. So there's 5 like swim trunks, and then 5 bikinis. So, but they're in all different colors. So there's those. There's the Easter eggs. These, okay, so the Easter eggs are in the same colors as the Easter set from last year, and which are pretty much the brights. It's the brights colors, but I think a couple of the colors might be a little bit different, but for the most part it's the brights colors. And I did use some of them on this one. So you get, there's 9 colors, and then you get 2 of the mint color. So there's orange, mint, hot pink, light pink, turquoise, purple, another mint, lime green, red, and yellow. So those are the colors for that. And then the last one is the summer I think it's summer slash pool or summer slash swimming one. And it's in those same spring colors as the Easter eggs. So you get sunshine, a big splash, the lollipop, or not lollipop, popsicle, sorry. A flamingo pool float, a swimsuit, flip-flops, flippers, and a water gun, and sunglasses. So there is all that. The last is the wood veneer. So now we're at 43 minutes. See, I told you I'd be quick, and then again, it's going to be an hour-long video. So these are the sunglasses frames, and you get all 3 in the set. It's frames, but they're not like picture frames, but in my head, it would be kind of cool to do if you did like, if you had like a photo of a sunset, and then you did the frame over it and then trimmed around it, so it looked like it was reflecting in your sunglasses. That was my idea, but they would be cool just as is. You could do them with like a foiled background so they look reflective, would be kind of cool. You could do whatever. So there are those, and I left them in like this, even in my stash, just so they didn't get broken, because this one especially is a little delicate. I just didn't want to break it, because I tend to do things like that. So I'm going to go through the travel ones first, and then I'll do Easter, and then I'll do all the random. So the first one is a giant geotag, and it's a frame. My idea was that it would be really cool. I don't know that this is going to happen, but it'd be really cool to do 2 of them, and do like one down here and do a picture, and then one up here and do a picture, and then do like the connecting lines. Like if it was someone who lives far away that you don't get to see very often or something, I think that would be kind of cool. But it's just a geotag frame, so you could just, I mean, you could even just do it paper in the background and then do your title there, or do your journaling or something, would be kind of cool too. So there's that. Okay, so we're doing travel first. So I'm going to pull all the travel-y ones out. I also, real quick, before I get too far, okay, the tattoos one, I am very stupid and I completely misspelled tattoos. I didn't put 2 T's. So I don't know how I completely did that. Start to finish, all of it, I just spelled it wrong. So now it is fixed. So, and if you go on the website to look at that set, it's fixed. Like, I took new photos and everything, so it's all fixed. Anytime you see a spelling error like that, please let me know, because I don't always pick up on it, because I just don't see it if I don't think about it. And you know, when you look at something for so long, it looks wrong. So I always think it looks wrong anyways. Like, you can say the word bowl over and over, and by the end of it, you think this is not a real word. I do that with the wood veneer. If I look at it too long, I'm not really sure what I'm looking at. So if you catch a spelling error, please, please, please message me somehow and let me know, because I don't always catch those. Okay. Hold on. There's that. Okay. So I have 2 title sets for the travel. I had a lot of travel sets planned. I just didn't get everything done like I wanted to. So I have staycation, daycation, and mini vacay. So those will all be in one set. So I don't know if y'all do that, but we do a lot of daycations and staycations just to save time or money, like, so we don't have to do hotels or whatever. We had a daycation not that long ago, over spring break, and we went up a couple hours, and Phil's sister and her family came down a couple hours, and we met in the middle and did went to the aquarium and had lunch and hung out for a little bit. So that was our little daycation. Or you could do a staycation, where you just stay home and do fun things at home, instead of, like, take your vacation from work, and instead of going out of town, you just stay home and do stuff that people coming here would do. Or you could do mini vacation, which I'll probably use in my girls trip one, where I did myself, my mom, my aunt, my sister, and India. We went on a little mini vacation over spring break as well, and just did an overnight trip a couple hours away. We went to the Pioneer Woman. She lives in Pawhuska. She's got like a shop and a couple restaurants and all this stuff in the cute little town of Pawhuska, like in their little downtown. And they have a bunch of little boutiques and shopping and stuff. So we went and did that, and that was super fun. So if you're in Oklahoma, I mean, it would be a fun thing to do. Her pizza shop is amazing. Like, her regular place was delicious. Mercantile, I think is what it's called. Her regular place was delicious, but it's like very home cooking Southern food. Then she has a pizza restaurant, which was awesome. The pizza I suggest is, I think it's called a steakhouse pizza, something like that. But it had like thin sliced steak and it was amazing. Anyways, and then she also has a little bakery on top of her main restaurant, which was amazing as well. We spent way too much money on food while we were there, but that was kind of the point. We went for the food. So it was like a food vacation. But her bakery, if you get, it's the almond croissant. I don't know. It was amazing. It had like crushed almonds on top of it, and it was filled with like this almond goo. It was so good. Okay. But we tried everything. Everything was delicious. Her, okay, I don't know if this is a thing they have all the time, but over spring break, they had Rice Krispie treats, and they had Fruity Pebbles in them, and then they had those fruity flavored marshmallows, but they were like whole marshmallows inside it. Oh my gosh, it was so good. It was like, everything was delicious. So go there, eat all their food. It was amazing. And if you get the chicken pot pie, it tastes like Thanksgiving dinner, like straight up Thanksgiving dinner. If you rolled it into one big ball, is their pie. The fried steak was amazing. this sounds so stupid, but the ranch was to die for. So definitely get like a side salad with whatever meal you get, because the ranch was to die for. That was like all India ate was freaking salad with ranch, because that girl loves some salad, which is so weird. But anyways, okay, we're getting distracted. We're making too long of a video. There's little luggage carts, which I had to make because I have pictures from our girls' trip of India on the luggage cart, because she had to ride the luggage cart, of course. So, I know you're not supposed to, it's a safety thing, whatever, but we were very safe and my daughter was fine, and I totally let her ride the luggage cart. It was fun. So, oh, to go with the luggage cart, there are suitcases. There's all different ones because there's all different ways to travel. So I did this one because I thought this one would be cool if you did like a photo and then had it leaning up like that against it and did like a title or something there, or if you did it like that and did the title up this way. I don't know, I just thought this one was kind of cool, or if you did it that way and then did the title over here. Anyways, I just wanted a big one because I thought it'd be cute. In my head, I just thought it'd be cute to lean it against the photo for some reason. I don't know why. I just thought that would be awesome. So there's that. There's a lot of wheeled luggage in the set, because most people do use wheeled luggage if you go, especially through like flying. So there's 4 wheeled luggage. There is like a duffely kind of backpack, a regular backpack, like a regular duffel, like a little overnight bag, and then an old-fashioned suitcase with the stamps. And then of course there's a little concierge, or a luggage boy, whatever you want to call it, with the little trolley and all the luggage. So I really want to do a oh, what's the movie? Crap. Wes Anderson. It would be so great to do a layout with, oh my gosh, I can't think of the movie. Oh, we're huge Wes Anderson fans in this family. One of India's all-time favorite movies of life is Isle of Dogs. And it is so not a kid's movie. Like, it's not bad by any means, but it's just not a kid's movie. It's also very difficult to follow when you watch it the first time. You have to watch it a few times to really understand what's going on. And it's not a kid's movie. But if you have Disney Plus, it's a good movie. But again, you have to watch it a few times to really understand what's happening. We also love the Fox. Where's the Fox? Fantastic Mr. Fox. We have traditions, like movie traditions, and one is like at Christmas, when we decorate our Christmas tree, we watch Batman. Is it Batman Returns? It's the one with Penguin, where it's set at Christmas time. Anyways, so that's one of our traditions. We also, on Thanksgiving, we have to watch Fantastic Mr. Fox, because Fantastic Mr. Fox is a Thanksgiving movie. Just letting you know. But it's also Wes Anderson, very good. Oh, the hotel movie. I can't remember what it's called. But it would be really cute. Because, anyways. Oh, it's going to make me crazy. Okay, the next set is... I'm still thinking about the hotel movie. I can't remember what it's called. The next is titles, and it's a road trip title set. I had a bunch of especially title sets for different kinds of vacations and stuff in my head and written down. I mean, I have them written down, but like I had them already in my head, like ready to go, but it just didn't make it to real life. So there will be more coming over the summer. It just won't be here yet. So the first one is just road trip, but this O in road trip is a little steering wheel, and then there's like the dash lines like in the street. I'd explain India what the dash lines in the street were the other day. And then anyways, we were driving and then we had to pass somebody and like go around them. It was a 2-way, but it was like a back street and we had to go around them. So then it was a disaster because India got upset thinking that because we were going the wrong way. But then separately on a different incident, Phil actually did go the wrong way on the street. So I could see why she was scared. Anyways, Neither here nor there. Enjoy the road trip, enjoy the journey, and then are we there yet? But it looks like a speech bubble, so you can totally do it above a photo of your kids in the back seat, because we all know that they're all going to ask, when are we there yet? So there are the titles for the road trip set. The last travel set is this one, and it's the World Traveler Icons. And I know not everybody travels the world, because we've never been outside of America. And we don't have passports or anything, but this one is specifically for people who are international travelers that would use passports and airplanes and all the things. So you get 2 little luggages. You get an open passport, the cover of your passport. There's a different cover because I don't have a passport, so I don't know what the difference is, but there's, from what I've looked at online, there was both options. So I don't know if that's just depending on where you live, where you're coming from. I don't know, but there's 2 different passports. So I don't know. But there they are. There's a little license or a little ID, plane tickets, a little luggage tag, a camera with some photos, a little globe with the plane going around, a couple geotags with airplanes cut out, a little globe with the airplane swinging around, the little line to board the airplane with your little airplane in the background, and then an airplane. So I'm just going to scoot that one over because I don't want to try to fit it back in the baggie right now. Then we have, this is the regular sunglasses set. So there's just all different sunglasses in there, but they're like traditional looking kind of sunglasses. Like kind of traditional, I guess. And then the next set is the, like, I think it's called Fun and Funky, I think is what I titled it, but I can't remember exactly. But they're all like kind of funny, wonky sunglasses. So there's hearts, there's little lips, there's hexagons. What is it when there's 5? It's not hex, it would be, I can't remember, stars. Anyways, so all different wonky ones. There is a B phrases set. This was a request from my design team, so it's just be you, sweet as can be happy, queen bee, and that's cut out, and you'll get the bee that comes out of it, but just letting you know the legs are very delicate, so they might be broken, but I'm gonna try not to get them broken. Be beautiful, let it be, and a little bee on honeycomb, and then be kind. So there's those. So we're just gonna scoot them over because we're trying to go fast. The next one is dragonflies, because I did get requests for dragonflies from one of my design team members. She didn't request the phrases, but she requested just dragonflies in general because she loves them. So that's, I did the stencil, and then I already had this set designed, and I just didn't do it last month because I wasn't sure that people really cared about dragonflies. But she said they were her favorite, so we went ahead and did it. And I just think they're cute, especially these ones. These are my favorite. And they're just so cute and tiny. And so this is the Dragonfly Sprinkle set. So you get 6 of each design, so 12 total. And then this is the Dragonfly Phrase set. So with brave wings she flies, free to fly. There's a heart, but half the heart is made up of dragonflies. And then let your dreams be your wings, and then it's got dragonflies on it. These 2 don't have actual dragonflies, so you could use it for anything. These do have dragonflies on them, so you would have to be a little, like, they would be more specifically for things to do with dragonflies or whatever, however you would use dragonflies. But there's that. There's the bug catcher set that I talked about last month that I didn't get cut for some reason. So it's got a title, which is Bug Hunter. And then you've got Creepy Crawlies, Catch and Release. And then you've got a little jar, a little magnifying glass. There's a couple little little circles. They're like flare size, like 1 inch. So there's a guy chasing a butterfly with a net. There's a net and a little container, and then there's like you're looking at the ants with the microscope. Then there are some tiny bugs, because then you could like stick them in your microscope, or well, no, not that one. This one or that one. You could stick in the microscope, or you could stick them in the jar, or you could use your tweezers to pick them up. I mean, not real life, you'll break them, but like on your picture. So that is the Bug Hunter set. Trying not to get them all mixed together, but I'm also trying to make this fast. Okay, then there's the Bug Banner set, because I had requests for more banners. I love this one. It's so cute. Again, it's fairly delicate, but it's not super bad. I was waiting for it to actually break while I was showing you on camera, because that's kind of how my life goes. But the bees with the honeycomb. There's grasshoppers, like they're hopping along. There's ants along, and then there's ladybugs with little ladybug trails. The banners, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but banners are sized at right under 6 inches, just so that they'll fit in packaging, but they're like right at 6 inches, so that if you had like a photo, you could go across the bottom of your photo with your banner, or like up the side if you wanted to. But they're 6 inches, so, or they're technically they're just under 6 inches, but they're basically 6 inches. Then I have a customer that's a ferret lover, and she has ferrets, and she's ordered a couple times like a mystery pack mix and just requested ferrets, so I send her ferrets. And so anyways, and then my aunt has a hamster right now. It's actually my cousin's, but she has him, and anyways, I'll tell you that in a minute. But so we have a ferret set and a hamster set. So this is the ferret set. So it says ferret, and then it has a ferret cut out. One ferret shy of crazy. WTF, where's the ferret? My best friend is a ferret. Then there's a couple just little ferrets, because I don't have a ferret. I've never had a ferret. They kind of freak me out, honestly. Just they're like long wiggly bodies. I don't know. They freak me out. So ferret set, but I wasn't sure like what they eat, or like how you really care for them, or what their cages look like. I don't know. So you got a lot of funny things and actual ferret images. The hamster doesn't have as many like phrases like that, but it's got more images. So you have hamster, but like he is a hamster. So you have this little hamster, and there's a heart cut out for him. There's a little hamster head that matches that one. There's a hamster on a wheel, and this is completely cut out, so you could back it if you wanted to or whatever. There's a little cage with his little water bottle. There's I love my hamster, and it's got the little hamster on it again. There is a little hamster like that, and then there's a hamster in, I think it's a hamster in a wheel again, but it reminds me of the ball, so I thought that was kind of cute. And then last is a little donut, and this might not make sense because hamsters and donuts, but so my aunt's hamster, we bought him little donut treats, like they're hamster treats. They're made for hamsters, but they look like little donuts, and they have like glaze on them, and then little sprinkles, and he won't eat them. He will eat all the icing and the sprinkles off, and then he'll just leave the donuts, and you have to like clean them up after him. But so I thought that was funny to stick the hamster in there. Okay, next is the splash titles and phrases. So there's Splish Splash, and it's a nice big fun. I really love how this one turned out. There's Splash Zone, Make a Splash, and then Splash Pad, and it just says Splash Pad over and over it, but it looks like a splash pad, like with the holes and then the stuff coming out of it. So these would be good for, that's the only one that specifically says splash pad, so you could really use it for anything, for sprinkler, for pools, for whatever, but I thought it would be fun to have a set that we could do for the splash pad. Because India didn't really, she likes the splash pad, but she didn't like it as much as her cousin Ella loves the splash pad. But we would always go meet them at the splash pad especially when they were a little bit smaller in the summer. And so I thought that would be good for some of those pictures. This set, okay, so I still have a few Disney inspired sets that I want to do. I just haven't gotten them done yet because I got kind of distracted with the bugs and then the travel stuff, and I just keep getting distracted. So I am working on more Disney inspired sets coming. They're just not here yet, but I had to do this set because I started working on it before and I just loved it so much. So it's the Monster Friends set. So Scaring is Caring. There's Boo's Door, $23.19, and then there's a sock to go with it. There is the little Monsters Inc. logo. I wouldn't have nothing if I didn't have you, but it's the Mike and Sully. I'm watching, always watching. Roz's glasses. Okay, the You're My Boo, and then Chewy's crying, but I don't know where he is. I hear him whining though. There's, I think it's really the zombie thing. I don't really know if there's a specific reason for that symbol, but it just reminded me of like scary things. I thought it would go with this. So like for the 2319. We scare because we care, and then hashtag Scream Team, like Dream Team, but Scream Team. So then we have Mike and Sully, and then Boo, and then Boo's little costume when she has to dress up to hide herself. So there is that. That is the monster. I think it's just called the Monster set. Might be Monster Friends. I can't remember. Anyways. And then I have just a few Easter sets because I did have a number of Easter sets last year. Oh, I'm missing one. No, I'm missing two. Oh, I'm missing a couple. Where are my Easter sets? No. I am missing a couple Easter sets because I didn't do very many new Easter sets, but I did do a couple. I'm trying not to spill. I have little mini chocolate donuts over here that I'm trying not to spill. Okay, you might not see them on here. Oh, no, that's not them. Where are they? What did I do? Oh, found them. Okay, found them. Okay, sorry, not with it. Okay, so I have two little title pieces and then a couple little sets. And I hope you didn't see my face when I just had to bend down to pick that up. So the first set is the cute animals titles or phrases. So you have Chicks Dig Me. I already used these, so I had to show you on the page. So Chicks Dig Me, and then Shake Your Cottontail, and it has the cottontail is cut out. Also in that set are these three pieces. So you have Cute as a Bunny, Cool Chick, and it has a little chick, and then Snuggle Bunny, which I thought he'd be cute even not on an Easter. Like these don't have to specifically be Easter, but they're kind of Easter. So there's just regular eggs. There's 6 of each size. There's 2 sizes, so you get 12 total, and they're just blank eggs. So you don't have to use them for Easter. You could use them for anything that you'd use eggs. Birds, you could build a little nest and put eggs in it. Oh, that would be super cute to make a little nest out of like paper and stuff, and then put eggs in it, and then put your kids' names on it. It would be cute, or grandkids. Or dinosaurs would be good for eggs. What else lays eggs? Turtles, snakes, all of them lay eggs. Okay, the next one is the egg titles and phrases. So you get egg-sided, To Die For, and then the paintbrush is cut out. So Extra, and I had to do one that was sort of extra. I've got that sticky stuff is still on there. So it's got like an extra little, it's got like swirls and stuff on it. And then You Crack Me Up, and I had it originally where it looked like egg was dripping down, but it was kind of, I don't know why, in my head it was kind of morbid, and I don't know. So I just did it with just the cracked eggs and not the dripping. So there's a little unicorn egg, a little cat egg, a little eyelashes and lips egg, and then a little bunny ear egg, just because they were kind of random. They didn't really go together, but I wanted to use them because they were so cute. So I just threw them in this set to go together. Ooh, I want a Russian nesting doll set. I want to do that. Okay, I have to remember that. Okay, and then the last two are individuals. So silly blah blah blah. Silly bunny, Easter is for Jesus, and then that part is all cut out, and I thought that was super cute. And then the last one is excavator. So he's an excavator. If you don't have little kids and you don't know who Blippi is, you're not as excited about excavators, but there's a whole song. So look up the excavator song and you will probably hate me after that, but if you've never heard it before, but your kids will love it. But of course had to get a little excavator and little bunny ears and put him in a little bunny face and excavator, and then he's going to get the eggs. So he is super cute and I really love him. So that is everything. It is now an hour and 10 minutes long. So if you made it this far, congratulations, you're awesome. I can't believe you made it this far. Yeah, so if you want to see the videos for the builder stencils, those will be linked down below, or that one. It's one video and it shows all 3 stencils in it. But that will be linked down below. And then if you have any questions, please feel free to leave me comments. I'm trying to get back to a normal schedule of answering and replying and everything, and trying to get videos done. It's been crazy over here. And then with spring break, it's just been nuts. So we're trying to get back to normal life and responding to everything. So if you have any questions, comments, anything, requests, any special requests, leave me a comment down below, or you can message me on Etsy, especially if it's an order or Etsy related question. Message me on Etsy, because those I get sent directly to my phone, like almost as if they're a text message. So I usually see those a lot quicker and can respond to those a lot quicker, unless it's something I have to look up or Google or whatever. But I mean, not Google, but if I have to like look up, like if it's sizes or something, like sometimes people will ask for certain sizes for like specific sizes of items and stuff, which I have to wait till I can get to that item or cut a new item so that I can measure it, or like things where I have to do math, or yeah, stuff like that. Those I put off till I can work on my computer, but for the most part I can answer questions and stuff whenever. Anyways, that was not the point. Leave me a comment here. You can message me on Etsy. You can message me on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook, but I don't usually answer on Facebook just because I don't get on Facebook very often. I really only get on Facebook for my design team group, so we can interact, and I kind of avoid Facebook other than that for the most part. So if you message me on Facebook, I just might not get it for a long time, or you can also email me, and those I make sure to check at least once a week. But again, it might not be for about a week that I see things, just because I avoid things like that because it stresses me out. So I am really bad at this. Sorry. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, again, let me know. Also special requests, let me know. I will link the video down below, and then I will link my Etsy shop down below. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Happy April Fool's Day. Go prank each other and have fun. Happy scrapping. Bye guys.